.com. It's a couple clicks and you've got yours ordered, even if you're brand new. All right, this is really neat because Anna started a concept that I think is brilliant. It's called Finishing School. And it's these complete collections where you're actually literally gonna go online to her school to learn not only the techniques, but how to really maximize each of the collections. And this one is brand new tonight. Now look at this, it's gorgeous. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You open it up and yes, a pop-up bouquet. How gorgeous is that? All right, Anna, sale priced at under $50, 5 flex pays with it as well. Let's walk through this beautiful kit.
So, Suzanne, this is such a beautiful thing because we've made pop-up cards for an entire year, and we've always made them pop out of the center, and they're always very symmetrical. Now you are able to create a pop-out that goes from left to right and presents the flowers in a very different and unique way. Because the inside of the card actually is a separate piece, and that piece is already die cut and embossed so that this mechanism, some people like to call this a wiper card, so you see how that's actually moving up and down as we open and close the card. But let me first show you what we get. So inside the box, you're getting the Finishing School craft box, and you're getting an entire assortment of beautiful square cards. And so these are iris and beautiful blooms and tulips and gorgeous roses, and it's beautiful compositions. So the front of the card is already done, but we've also given you the inside of the card that coordinates with that card itself. So you have the outside, the inside, and then you have the die cuts that match. So there's nothing about this that's hard. All you're doing is punching out the layered die cuts, adding a sentiment, adding your signature card and your envelope. And let me just move this over, because what's so beautiful about getting this box is that you get instructions, and let me just show you, and they're not just, it's not just a simple instruction. You're getting a code for 3 videos, and that 3 videos plus the look inside the project box on how to make these and how to work with that really unique center for the card itself. So everything is inside the box. You get video instruction, and then let me just show you what's really important about where we are with that little piece that goes on the inside. So it's double the card. So we're starting with the outside of the card. We have the inside of the card where it's already, I put a pencil in this so that you can see, that's one of the tips that we give you in the class, is that when you get this home, if you'll take a pencil and send it up through the center of the spine of the card and push those things forward, then everything is going to work so that you can add your embellishments to the middle so that that hinge works perfectly. Now, we've also given you embellishments that are gorgeous, right? So we've got gold foil embellishments, we've got the things that match, we've got, you want to add double-sided adhesive to your, to the card itself before you go far, all right? So here we have foam adhesive or just double-sided adhesive on the face of each one of these little folded pieces. And this is where it's really important that you work with your die cuts, all right? So you're going to connect these to the front of it, right? So you see how it's going to move with the card. Isn't that fun? It's like waving at you. And so you would do that with all of your other embellishments as well. And you want to work from the front to the back, and you want to always make sure that the largest ones are in the front. And I wouldn't turn them completely sideways. A lot of the samples that we have that I'm having a hard time reaching, you'll see like the things are somewhat sideways when you open them, all right? So it's like, so it's like getting a gorgeous bouquet of flowers, right? So someone just sends them just because, and you look at them and you marvel, and now the card can reflect that exact same feeling just by opening and closing. So we are so great at paper architecture around here. We love things that are interconnected, that work together. And with our Finishing School craft box, what's really unique is that we give you instruction to go with each one of these cards.
Now think about this too. You'll be able to finish 18 of the most gorgeous, like breathtaking cards. Like you get this and you go, oh, that's such a pretty card. And then you go, oh my gosh, how beautiful is this, right? So you'll finish 18. If you could even possibly find something, look at this card up close. If you could see and find anything remotely close to this dimensionality, there is a pop-up store in Orlando that features pop-up cards, right? And they're pretty amazing, but nothing compared to this. Each of their cards is $12 to $15 a piece. I bought 2 of them. They were Star Wars themed, okay? Anna hasn't gone to hasn't done Star Wars yet, but if she does, I'll buy the box. Anyway, but what I love is, those are like $12 to $15. Here, you're doing it for a couple dollars a piece, and they're absolutely gorgeous, and you'll finish 18 of them when you're done. Also, Anna, what I love about her finishing school is those videos are just always brimming full of ideas and really, just really how to get this kit and actually max it out. Also, Anna, you know what I thought was kind of fun? You know your rose die kit that we just featured? Imagine doing dimensional roses or flowers or what have you from your die kit auto ship and adding them to the card. That would be pretty neat as well.
It would, Suzanne. You know, that's one of the best things about our brand, according to me, is that it mixes and matches, right? It transcends the decades that we've been doing this. We make it easy for you to mix and match and use things that are already in your craft room with something that you might try that's brand new. So when we're talking about a pop-up bouquet, we are able to say, all right, this is gorgeous on the front, but when we open it, it tells a story. It becomes something that is far more interactive. It's so much more, it's more theatrical. You know, it's like a card pageant. You've got this ability to just wow with your craftsmanship, and really all you had to do was be strategic about your adhesive and the placement of your die cuts. So that's really fun. It looks like it takes a long time, but we walk you through in the videos tips and tricks for placement of those adhesive dots and the things that you should and should not do when assembling your first card. Now, this is where we always think about writing your message. And for those of you that don't want to write a lot, you'll be relieved that these signature cards are a little small. But you see with each one of these, they're gorgeous antique bouquets that are made into the face of the card. They pop out the same design. I found that I tried to mix them one time, Suzanne, and it didn't really work for me. So I really do want you to match the front with the part that goes on the inside. And if you add, there are gold foil embellishments included in the kit that you can work with, but you can add butterflies from your craft room. You can add foliage, anything that inspires you to make these even more dimensional than they are. This is a beautiful new kit and one of my favorite things that we've done for this year.
Okay, and I just want to show you now, this is part of the Rose die collection. Remember, we're painting with paper on this. You're actually cutting out. Now when she offered the cardstock that matched back to the Rose collection, those have these dark tones in them. So imagine what fun you'll have when you can make it even more dimensional, kind of combining the two together. So if you got that first kit, that's going to be really fun to kind of add more, even more. If you didn't think you'd have more dimensionality, you can. More is more in Anna's world. So that would be a great combination. Get the two together, get that matching cardstock kit. It will have some of these deeper, darker tones in that cardstock kit to go back to this kit. All right, remember you finished 18 of the most wowful cards in the world. Maybe you're doing something like you're inviting people to a special birthday party and you're going to use these as invitations. Like, amazing, right? Oh, it'd be so cool. Okay, here we go, guys. You ready for another brand new? Already over 200 already gone. Now, I do want to give you a little heads up.